Hi, my name is Jack and this is the story of my coming to faith in Jesus. I'd never really questioned if there was more to life. I was just happy going along with the crowd and basically living an average person's life. I'd not been raised going to church or with a particular emphasis of a life of faith, but I had grown up knowing about Jesus and God, but never thought of it as anything more than just a story. I never ever thought it would have the biggest influence on my life. One summer evening a few years ago, my friend had told me that he was going to a Christian group, which at the time was super annoying as my friend had just passed his driving test. So in order to not miss out on anything, I decided to go along. At first it seemed okay, but they then started to sing and worship and even read the Bible, which definitely wasn't for me. I continued going where I was able to find out more about this God and Jesus, who up until this point was just a swear word. I remained doubtful for a long time, but as time went on, I started to come to my own conclusion that God was real and Jesus was who he said he was. Some time passed, and during a time of worship, someone came to me and told me that they felt God was saying he wanted me to give my life to Jesus. I thought about it for a moment and reluctantly said yes, thinking it would have no impact on me. I prayed to God asking for him to forgive me of my sins, that I believed Jesus was Lord and God raised him from the dead, and finally for him to come into my life. All of a sudden, the head knowledge that I had taken in dropped to my heart and I felt a sudden peace and joy where I couldn't stop smiling. It was the most real experience of joy I'd ever felt. Since that point, I've gone on to get baptised, attend church, and have a life full of purpose that is so much more than to just eat, sleep, work and repeat. I've learned so much more about what it means to be a Christian is not to be an attender of church and live a well-behaved life, but to love God and share the hope of Jesus to others. I feel like there are so many people out there similar to me who know the story of God and Jesus, but have never looked into faith themselves due to being too busy or seeming like too much of a deep subject to approach. People often say, I need evidence to believe, but these are the questions that science can never answer or prove. We can know when and how, but not who or why. I firmly believe that life is not random. The vast life we live in, the 200 billion trillion stars we have in the universe, the beauty of the sunset, and the delicacy of a flower, just like an art piece, there surely must be a creator. Receiving Jesus into my heart has been the best decision I've ever made. I don't want a single person to miss out on the amazing free gift of grace that God has given us. In John 3:16 it says that God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. God allowed his Son to die so that our sin, our biggest mistakes in life, can be forgiven and allow us to have a clean slate. It is from this and only this we can have eternal life.